Okay, good day, everyone, and thank you for joining us. We are privileged to have a very special guest who is a partner supporter to the Skillup Africa dream and movement and has contributed immensely to our growth so far. And in the next few minutes, we'll just be having a chat with him to know a bit more about him, his work, and generally ask some questions, Thank you very much, sir, for joining us.
Thank you.
It's been such a great privilege to have you around and to know you. For the sake of those that are joining us, can we just know a bit more about you, what you do, and general things you want to share with us?
Okay, I'm a tech entrepreneur with interest in finance, real estate, hospitality, and agriculture, but my core business is tech, which I started about 16 years ago, and we've been growing. So I'm just a guy who loves to make money, do business, and be happy. That's all. That's all about me.
So my first question is about doing business in Nigeria. I would say there is a myth around doing business in Nigeria. A lot of people think that doing like it's such terrible to do business in Nigeria. Like you should not even try to do business in Nigeria. And you have been in this space for quite a long time now, and you are thriving. Your business is thriving. What will you have to say about doing business in Nigeria? What's your view about?
So it is wrong that you shouldn't do business in Nigeria. Google, Microsoft, even Amazon has now come to employ a country manager in Nigeria. They keep investing in this country. Many industries keeps coming in. So the market is there. Is it tough? Can it be frustrating? The answer is yes. But it has opportunities too. Doing business is hard in Nigeria. I think it's hard everywhere, but a bit easier in some places than the other. Like in real estate, for example, if you want to follow the rules, do the right thing, it probably will take you a year in some cases or more to get building approval or to get a CFO. If you don't do the wrong things, settle people, you might not even get it. So those are the bad side of Nigeria. But if you eventually start that business or eventually get that approval, is it good? It's good. Is the money there? Yes, the money is there. So the opportunity is there. It's a bit harder than in other places. But if you can survive in Nigeria, you're likely going to be able to survive elsewhere. But it's wrong to think that you shouldn't do business in Nigeria. You'll be missing out. Nigeria is the largest economy in Africa anyways. You'll be missing out. The market is here. The opportunity is here.
So I would like to ask, for someone planning to do business or currently doing business in Nigeria, what would be your top advice to such a person? What would be the thing you would just like to advise such people who are planning that, should I do this business here or should I use the money for something else? Or people currently doing the business and they're like, they want to throw in the towel. What would be your top advice?
It's difficult to advise people I don't know the details of their problem. Why do they want to throw in the towel? I don't know. But generally, if you want to do business anywhere or in Nigeria, you have to be disciplined. You have to learn the art of delayed gratification. A lot of people make money from doing business. Maybe you're selling a skill or a product, and the moment you make your first money, you then use the return on the money to go and enjoy your life. So no. So you have to keep investing in your business. Your business has to be strong enough, and because bad times will come, is how much you are prepared for it that matters. So as a young entrepreneur, what is most important is for you to have patience and for you to be disciplined, especially around money and people management. Your staffs are the most important people to you, followed by your customers. Those two people, don't joke with them. You will continue to survive. Yes.
Okay, so there is an episode that we are witnessing in Nigeria currently now, and that's what people have tagged as Japa, where it is the dream of every upwardly mobile professional now to move elsewhere in in view of greener pastures or better. And it's like, even if you are not doing that, people will be like, is there something wrong with you? Why are you not why are you not jackpine? So I want to ask, what's your perspective to that?
I don't have enough time to talk about it, but it's not a new thing.
Yeah.
When I finished university in the early 2000s, a lot of my colleagues left too. In the middle, they leave. But you see, you know the way people are. There are three categories of people. The first are the people who don't follow crowd. They identify what is happening. They take advantage of the opportunity there. Those are the ones that will be very successful. The middle guys are the guys who anything that is now selling, they all rush. So anytime you see such happen, as one of the top guys who don't follow crowd, don't join. Bandwagon. Never join bandwagon effect. Everybody wants to go. You see, some people will say, oh, this country, money, this and that. I see people raise 12 million, 13 million naira to relocate. And you say the country that you raise such money from is not good. Where did the money come from? If you have put that same energy that you want to put into the japa, into doing something nice, you'll probably be okay. Some people say security problem. Yes, we have our security challenges, but a lot of them are exaggerated. A lot of them are social media security issues. If Americans were to be leaving their country because of the number of deaths that happen as a result of violence and stuff on a daily basis,
guns and all.
Everybody in America would have left the country. So in UK, almost on a daily basis, there is gone knife attack. A member of House of Commons in UK was killed on the streets by knife attack. Did people relocate because of that? There will always be security problem. Are we having progress in Nigeria? The answer is yes. 7 years ago, you could not go to Ibadan except you go by road. Now you can go by train. Train. Same thing in Abeokuta. The road was bad. Roads are getting better. By next year, Lagos State will have train services. Are we progressing? We are progressing. But people that want to jackpot, let them go. It's an opportunity for those who identify the gap. They will leave gap. Young people will come up. They'll take up the roles. When somebody goes, another person will take the role. We have the population, so let them go. It's bad for the country because it's brain drain, but we'll adjust and we'll be okay. But as an individual, especially entrepreneurs and people who are doing well, you are not going to get a better life if you go there. That I know. But if better life for you is not using generator, having nice weather, having good transport system, if that's what you see as better life, then go. But if better life for you is that you are going to have enough money in the future to finance all these problems, and you are going to have extra, you're going to go on the best holidays, live the best of your life, then stay here.
That was very profound. So next question I'll be asking is about talent deficit, so to speak. You know, it's very worrisome that in Nigeria we have a lot of people that are unemployed, and we have a lot of rules that constantly get unfilled. And like you said earlier, a lot of people don't have proper guidance and things like that. To the average young Nigerian, maybe fresh graduates or even those in schools, many people in the school now, they are afraid. Some of them have been at home for 9 months, ASU and all. Many of them are thinking, what will happen to me? Some of them have 3, 4 brothers, sisters who have gone through the school, done, and there's no direction. So what do you say to that young person? You know, what advice will you give to them? What direction do you think they should begin to look at?
Okay, so somebody came to me and she said, I graduated university 7 years ago and I don't have a job. I said, how long does it take to learn carpentry skill or to learn fashion skill or fashion design skill or cooking skill? And all those skills takes maybe 2 years and you'll be so good if you're good. So what are you thinking that you left school for 7 years and you're looking for a job? So that's why we have a lot of unemployed, yet we have we have skill deficits. So because we have been conditioned in this country that when we graduate,
You look for work.
in fact, when we leave secondary school, you take JAMB, you go to university, then go for NYSC, then you look for work. So a lot of people don't know, unlike over there, where when they finish high school, secondary school, they start working. And what you call low paying job here or menial job here is what most of them do over there. And they call it, they say, oh, they have good employment rates, that the employment rate is low. The problem here is young people have been made to feel that when they graduate from school, they should get a job. Yes, you will. Very few people will. But the others need to create jobs. You need to create skills. I asked the girl I was talking about, I said, when last did your father pay somebody a business administrator? She said, no, she can't remember. What of a lawyer? Not remember. What of an accountant? Not remember. When last did your father pay a carpenter? Just last week. Electrician, just last week. Graduates need to take up those skills. They will do it in a better way. They will earn more money from it and they will manage money better. You can learn those skills and you will live a good life. The reason why most people have the problem is that they have zero skill beyond reading and writing. And that is one thing that you are solving at Skillup. Teaching people for now IT skills and making them have a reason to have confidence to move out again. A lot of them don't know what to do. No guidance and counseling, no support from anybody telling them what to do. You see people, I've seen someone with a first class that did not get a job for 5 years. Because of guidance and counseling issue. So with Skillup and places like that, you should, people get direction, learn skills. There is a lot of skill gap. In Nigeria today, I can say, because I'm in real estate, I can say that 60 to 70% of workers in real estate are imported. The skills are imported from Cotonou,
from neighboring countries.
Yes. If our people take up those roles, you say, oh, they are whatever. It's not true. They are not menial jobs. These guys earn millions, building houses, doing stuff, doing dials, doing this, earn millions. If you're a graduate, you even put more initiative to it and you get more out of it. So people need to skill up.
Great.
In order to solve the skill gap.
Yeah. Now that you've mentioned Skillup Africa, you've been a part of our journey from since 2020 till now. We just want to hear from you. What's your view about what we are doing? What our contributions are, potentials, and things like that?
So Skillup is doing very well. My company has, as you know, benefited immensely from people who have passed through here. We have at least 4 people right now, or 3 or 4 people right now. No, I think 5 who came from Skillup, who came out of Skillup, who would have not been able to get a job or found any thing to do, but because they passed through Skillup, they're able to place them in our office. They are earning reasonable salary. They are doing reasonably well. A lot of them are already getting into the senior developer role, and they are making a good life because of what Skillup is doing. You just need more support, more help, because this is a thankless job. Like I said earlier, it's not something that you can easily make money from, because you are not training. Your service is not to people who have job. Your service is to people who don't have. And when you are delivering a service for the have-nots, you are likely not going to have. Because how much can they pay? You understand? But you need to keep doing what you're doing, one day at a time, one problem solved at a time, one person empowered at a time, and we'll all be happy. A lot of people are trying to do something similar, but you need to keep doing it. I see a lot of effort that you're putting it. And I know that as we have benefited, I've recommended a few companies that have benefited. In fact, a friend of mine was still asking that I should give him your number, that he needs your services. So there is a lot of opportunity for people that you are training. And kudos to your work.
Thank you very much. So on the final note, what would be your closing remarks generally to
Skillup?
To Skillup, to our students?
Okay,
and
to Skillup.
Yeah.
Keep doing what you're doing, and you will not regret it, because you will look back in a few years and you'll be glad with what you're doing. To the students, like I said before, and to Skillup, start an alumni program. Once in 2 months, gather your guys for dinner or something somewhere. And for the students, look back, and when you have, take a little and commit it to Skillup, so that other people coming up can benefit, so that your cousin and your brother will not be asking you to send urgent 2K. Yes.
Then the
So
prospective student too.
the
Those
prospective
are
students,
looking.
if you are smart, which I know most people are, and you don't know what to do, and you want to go into tech or learn other skills, you will not waste your time. 6 months, 9 months at Skillup is not going to be a waste of time. It's going to be the best time that you have in your life, probably the best time, because you're going to learn skills that will help you in your life. I have employed 11 people from Skillup. 5 or 6 are still with me now, and they are earning well. And I think that if you come here and you put in your effort, you will get the same thing, and you get a good job. You will not have reasons to be asking somebody to send you urgent 2K. And if you have already started tech skills you are learning on your own, you can also come here. It will give you direction, and you know where you are doing, what you're doing, and where you're going. That's it.
Thank you very much, sir. It's been a very wonderful time with you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We hope that we'll still have some other episodes like this with you in the future.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
You're
God bless
welcome.
you.